Welcome to the Global Satellite Corporation. For programming, please select channel, then push enter.
So hey Bruno, who are you gonna vote for president?
Well, it all depends on who makes the biggest contribution.
Contribution? You talking kickbacks there, Bruno?
No, we're merely talking about preserving an American way of life.
American way of life? You know, with all that money floating around, maybe you could do something about these guys.
Biopsy Playhouse, never be free. Megaphonics, video chronic. Catch guys in your house to stay. Biopsy Playhouse, some seats are wrong, no so twisted. Biopsy Playhouse, some seats are wrong, no so twisted. Now we're your problem, we won't go away. We'll empty your fridge and sleep on your couch all day. Biopsy Playhouse, deep in your brain, eroding away from within. We're gonna take over the airwaves today. TV will never be the same. Biopsy Playhouse, some seats are wrong, no so twisted. Biopsy Playhouse, some seats are wrong, no so twisted. Oh so twisted, some seats are wrong.
Welcome to the 2000 Club with your host, Matt Robinson.
Welcome back. I'm Reverend Matt Robinson, and this is 2000 Club. Folks, while you were shortly away, it occurred to me how difficult and troubling it's been every single day in the construction of our proposed 20,000 square foot tabernacle here in New Tel Aviv, just outside of Sunk, Arkansas. Folks, let me tell you, they're an evil breed, those New York Yankee bankers. And they have pushed back and not processed or put forward our loan papers. So I got to thinking, and I started to talk to our financial advisors here at 2000 Club and a few congressmen who shall remain anonymous. And as a result, we thought very hard. Folks, I know how sick and tired you are of paying exorbitant fees for holding your money at the bank, and evil fees for using your ATM card at other banks. So right here, right now, today, let me tell you, 2000 Club viewers, that just like Moses parting the Red Sea and Joshua fighting the Battle of Jericho, I will introduce you today the opening of Holy Roller Tabernacle Savings and Loan. Folks, say no more to evil banking fees. Say no more to evil ATM fees. And say no more to corruptible late checking fees. Folks, now you can go to church on Sundays and get your banking done too, just like the Lord intended.
Yes, the Holy Roller Tabernacle Savings and Loan, where money isn't the root of all evil. Warning, not a member of the FDIC, not recognized out of the state of Arkansas. Remember, Jesus saves. That's right, Jesus saves at the Holy Roller Tabernacle Savings and Loan. BSN News. All news, no BS.
New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani is back in the news again after extensive herbal treatments to combat weight loss and nausea during his recent cancer treatments. He's stunned both critics and allies alike by legalizing the use of marijuana in all 5 boroughs of New York City. Additionally, he has granted over 250 new street food vending licenses, stating that it's a New Yorker's inalienable right to have access to that good old New York-style traditional street food 24/7. Good news for us street-side, street-corner gourmets, huh, Nancy?
Yeah, it's good news for Bob's Big and Tall. Hey, Ned?
Moving right along.
Well, with 6 months to go before the presidential election, Al Gore seems to be attempting to get a personality. BSN sources tell us that he has been seen in seedy nightclubs, cranked up on E, with women of questionable morals. Sounds like he's taking a page out of Big Mac Clinton's playbook, ain't it?
Yeah, and supersizing it by the look of it.
Yeah. Well, elsewhere in the world, seems that China will be reaping the benefits of the new trade agreement. Just goes to show that if you oppress your people, we will supply them with enough Coke and Marlboros to choke a panda.
Oh, don't be too tough on them, Nancy. After 6 months, a year tops of getting all that good American junk, they'll be lazy, fat, out of condition, out of shape. They won't be able to beat their own dissidents.
Yeah, you should know.
Well, speaking frankly, Nancy, after a couple of plates of Twinkies and about a two-liter Coke, I mean, I can't even beat my own.
Well, Ned, okay. Now to Bud Mudd with our new segment, Where Are They Now?
Thank you, Nancy. Yo-yos. An American fad. Millions of American children across this country used to ply these wonderful strings and little balls at the end of them. Well, they used to have mall tours, and groups called the Dunkin' Dukes used to show up and do their tricks for the American youth. Now we have such a man, Mr. Irwin Leftfooter, one of the Dunkin' Dukes. Irwin, why don't children in America play with yo-yos anymore?
I don't know, Bud. It could be the internet. It could be violent video games. It could be rap music. Gee, I don't know.
Very interesting. Irwin, how old were you when you started yo-yoing?
12?
And you are now?
36?
Well, that's 24 years of plying that old string and ball. Why don't you show us, Irwin, some of your tricks?
I can't take it anymore. I just can't do it.
Why?
I can't take the pressure anymore. It's you, Bud. It's you. I'm not a Dunkin' Duke. I live in a box on Wall Street. Ned and Nancy put me up to this. They paid me $100. Can't you tell it? You're a burnout, dude. You're a burnout.
Can't take this anymore. Hey, Chuck, why don't we go to a strip joint? I'm buying.
Yeah, all right.
Hook, line, and sinker, he bought it.
And you said he was
All right. So I owe you $20. It was worth it.
While we catch our composure, here's something important to watch.
Oh, Bud, you dope. Yes, it's another beautiful morning, and like most mornings, you've got what it takes to make it a great day. You've got all the vitamins, minerals, and fiber you need to power you through another busy day, don't you? Too bad you didn't think of everything. What? All that care for the body and not one thought for the soul? Don't you care if you come back as a cockroach? Or worse, maybe not come back at all and spend an eternity in hell? What am I gonna do? You can do what the wise ones have done for untold centuries. Start the day the soul smart way with chakra flakes.
Chakra flakes?
Yes, chakra flakes. Because only chakra flakes have the 7 golden grains of goodness. And while the 7 golden grains of goodness are sweeping out your insides like a great big broom, the secret, mystical, magical ingredients in chakra flakes cleanse the soul as well as the body. So, start the day right, cleanse for the body as well as the soul with chakra flakes. You are knowing this.
Thank you, great soul in the breakfast bowl. Hey, who was that guy in the turban anyway?
I don't know, but he left a silver sandal. Get new Chakra Flakes now at your favorite grocer. Chakra Flakes, new from Globico Foods. Don't be reincarnated without them. Campaign 2000, the presidential debates. Vice President Albert Gore versus Texas Governor George W. Bush. Moderated by Barbara Waters.
Good evening, I'm Barbara Waters. Welcome to the first series of debates here at Constitution Hall in Philadelphia. To the right of me is Governor George W. Bush of Texas, and to the left of me is Vice President Al Gore of Tennessee. Traditionally, we do a coin toss in order to find out who will receive the first question. However, Mr. Gore was the only one that could catch the coin. With this in mind, Mr. Gore, you've said much and written extensively on the environment. With this in mind, how do you justify your history of being soft on tobacco and pro-farm subsidies for same in your home state of Tennessee?
That is, I haven't voted on a farm-related issue since 1991. We in the Gore family sold our slaves, sold our tobacco holdings years ago. Well, give me a break, Barbara. Basically, I've been waiting around for the past 8 years for Bill to get stuck somewhere like an Arkansas hound and hose him down like the dog that he is. and salvage what is left of democratic credibility.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. Mr. Bush, there are those who say that your high ratings as governor of Texas comes from a state constitution that gives the governor very little real power, sort of making him like a figurehead. It's sort of like the man that runs the checkered flag at the end of the race but never does really any of the driving. How would you respond to that?
Excuse me, ma'am. Don't you go spreading rumors around that the good people of Texas can't drive because that dog won't hunt. I am the proud governor of the state of Texas with the lowest unemployment, the lowest crime rate, and the death penalty. So don't you be telling me that I can't drive in my Ford pickup with my six-pack of Lone Star beer on my side, and you can't tell me that I can't be proud to be a Texan and proud to be a gun-owning American.
That was certainly some high-octane thoughts for the future, Mr. Bush. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Gore, where is America headed, and how would you take the nation from the 2000s to the single digits?
Well, Barbara, if you look at any calendar, you'll see that I'll take the oath of office January 20th in the year 2001. We will already be in single digits. But for our country to continue its extensive growth, we must pour money into education, into gun control, into abortion clinics, into saving the Tennessean jackalope, and make sure our children have a place to play so they can find the jackalope and study it. The woodsy owl, the Californian flying wombat. Education is at its peak in the last 30 years. Unemployment is at its lowest in the last 500 years.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. Thank you. Very thorough as always.
I swear to God, officer, she was 18. You know, I haven't heard anything that crazy since I was...
the last time you woke up from a 3-day coke binge at one of your frat houses in Yale.
I just want to let you know, and the American people, I never inhaled.
Redneck.
Liberal.
Hillbilly.
Cardboard.
Gun-toting inbreeder.
Hippie, pot-smoking, American flag-burning, gun-hating.
That about wraps up the first of 3 scheduled candidates' debates between Albert Gore and George W. Bush. Join us next time, if there is a next time, and bring your Bactine and the Band-Aids, because it's going to be a razor wire and grudge match. And be there, be there, be there. And if you're in jail, break out.
George, I'm so glad you chose this special day to call me for a favor. You deposit in my offshore account $10 million, and my family will ensure your family will win in November. What's that? You want to think about it a few days? No problem. I got other offers. Oh! I'm glad you chose this special day to call me to ask for a favor. You deposit in my offshore account, say, $20 million, and my family will guarantee your family I win in November. What's that? You're on your laptop now wiring me money? Oh, you're one smart little boy. One day you're going to become a president. And that Bush guy, I never liked him anyway. I should have whacked him myself.
Bruno, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Well, we don't do business like that here in America. What about fair play, honesty, decency, a level playing field, just plain old human decency? How the hell do you sleep at night?
I sleep real easy. And you know, I've been watching these guys on TV. And you're right, they do suck. I should whack them. Whack.
In recent months, there have been many demonstrations and counter-demonstrations centered on this nation's capital with regards to gun registration and gun legislation. We here at BSN recognize our responsibility to provide significant opposing viewpoints to BSN editorials. With this in mind, I present Mr. Bob Wire of United Gun Lovers International, or as they're known around the gun shows, Ugly.
Well, thank you, Ned. We at UGLI, Ugly, feel that
feel that the government legislation that's out there is not helping us. Look at the examples that are out there, Ned. We've got school killings that are on the rise. Kids are getting shot. Teachers are getting shot. Look at the people being shot in the street. Officers being shot at and shooting at other people. It's just escalating. We feel at Ugly that we need to arm, as per the Constitution, every man, woman, child out there with guns. This way, if everybody's armed, nobody's going to want to shoot at someone if they're going to get shot at. Don't you agree, Ned? Don't you think it's right, Ned? We need to have gun control, and that's the only way to have it. If everybody's got,
please.
Everybody's got to have a gun. Please,
Bob,
help me.
Bob.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Bob, are you making speeches again?
Yeah.
You'll lose your grounds privileges if you do
I
that.
don't want to lose my grounds
Did
privileges
you take
again.
your meds this morning?
No.
Bob, I think you should come with me.
Are you sure? Do I have to?
I think it would be a very good idea.
Oh, okay.
We here at BSN recognize our responsibility to provide a platform for significant opposing viewpoints, especially when they're an entertaining nut job like that guy. And now, without further ado, the Rasta Weather Report with Abraham Joseph.
A Rastafari to all of God's good people. All right. Some strange doings in Babylon. It seems the spring, she's supposed to come and be cool and nice. And it's like winter and it's cold. Not good for the plants. No problem. Jah bless the plant. But don't be worrying your heads. Old Mother Jamaica never abandons her people in exile. You see, the trade winds, she be blowing up the coast, giving us great grand weather for growing. But that's all we have this evening. And now some words of wisdom from my brother Corp.
Yeah, man. Better to have more ganja and no money than to have no ganja and lots of money.
Yeah, well, we must be tending our garden.
One love, Rastafari, Irie.
Ooh, so that's a Jamaican high. You know, Nancy, I don't know what that guy Abraham's talking about, but after one of those broadcasts, I always feel so good.
Yeah, Ned, I know what you mean. Even you couldn't annoy me.
We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Wendy, your cosmic astrologer, with your host, Wendy Burblestein.
Hi, I'm Wendy, your cosmic astrologer. This month's sign is Cancer, the sign of the crab. Oh, something's itching. What's the matter with you people? This month, I have a letter from Mindy Wasserstein from Jericho, Long Island. Mindy writes, Dear Wendy, me and my boyfriend have moved in together. We have been together for 3 months. Well, something peculiar about him has come up. In the evening, he likes to dance to Ricky Martin in his underwear. But in the morning, he likes to dance to Barbara Streisand. Oh, Mindy? I think you got a problem. I think your boyfriend is a little light on his feet, if you know what I mean. What's the matter with you, Mindy?
You've been watching Wendy, your cosmic astrologer, where your future is always dealt the wrong hand.
Hey there, high school graduate. Got that sheepskin but have no immediate plans? Does the idea of wearing a name tag with trainee on it for 6 months put a bug up your ass? Ever just want to kill a whole bunch of people but the idea of capital punishment creep you out? Why not help yourself while you help your country by joining the U.S. Army?
Left, right, left, right, left, right. I wanna be in the U.S. Army.
I wanna be in the U.S. Army.
I wanna go and steal and kill.
I wanna go and steal and kill.
Left, right, left. I work the big howitzer guns. I can blow anything up a mile away at pinpoint accuracy. God, I love the Army.
I'm the secretary to the General of the Armed Forces, and I love it. I get limos, I don't have to pay rent. It's wonderful. I love the Army.
I just love the sewing circles. And this spring, my new spring line is coming out. I love the Army. Yes, and the boys, oh, they're so good in the military, especially the brass. Oh, I've never had so many great men around me. I really do love the Army.
In the U.S. Army, you'll be taught how to kill anyone in mere seconds with your bare hands, and that's quite a rush. In the U.S. Army, you can start out with M16s, sidearms, and edged weapons, and work your way clear up to tanks and the big artillery pieces. Some of these big babies can flatten a whole building from 30 miles away. A special few can also qualify to hook up with the big boys in airborne and jump out of a plane, a feeling that's been described as the most fun you can have with your clothes on. Most people I know would do this stuff for free, and the U.S. Army pays you! Not just chump change either. And with all the money you'll be saving with the U.S. Army paying all your expenses, you can put away a lot of money very quickly. We don't even care if you wear pink feather boas. This is the new Army. Travel, money, big guns, and a license to kill. This is the new Army. Tell, don't tell. Who cares? We're the Army.
So he says, nothing. I'm cornered. And I said, wow, some corner.
Some corner. You're killing me. Stop.
Ned. Straighten up.
Holy
Cameras
crap.
on.
Oh, jeez. And next up, the world of sports.
Not tonight, Ned.
What's the matter?
You know Sid with sports?
Yeah.
He passed out about 3 hits ago.
Passed out 3 hits ago. I don't remember that. It seems so long ago. Sports, hell with them anyway. I mean, those jocks and their steroids, yeah, it strengthens the muscles.
Yeah, well, not the ones that count.
You're such a dirty girl.
Anything left?
Nah, the teleprompter went blank about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, let's book.
Sounds like a plan to me. Goodbye.
Well, join us tomorrow for a special feature. Career change during midlife. For personal growth or grocery money. Bye.
So, Vinny, I'm watching these guys on TV with my brother-in-law, Sid. And, you know, he's right. These guys, they really suck. And they're starting to get to me. I want to whack them, and I want to whack them so good. But, I know, Vinny, I know I can't whack them. But, Vinny, I know somebody owes me a favor. My son, remember I told you one day I would have to come to you and ask for a favor?
Yes, Don Bruno, I would be honored.
I want you to take the gun, and I want you to whack him, and I want you to whack him good.
Oh, it'd be a pleasure, Bruno. Kill them all. That's what I can't do it, Don Bruno. They're all over the place. They're coming out of the tube. They're coming from over. I don't know where they're coming from.
Hi, I'm Flip Sterling, executive producer of the Biopsy Playhouse. This is our 12th and one-year anniversary episode. On behalf of myself and the rest of this motley crew, we would like to thank you for supporting and watching the show over the last year. Sal?
I want you to keep watching this, or else I'm going to whack you. And if you decide to still change the channel, we'll talk.
Steve?
You want to stay healthy? You do what he says. You keep that channel right where it is. You keep it wrong and keep it twisted.
Yeah, I still want a falafel.
What?